Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On? What's Going On? Yeah, now strap in, get comfortable. This is such a long article that they wrote, and this is old, and it's written by a man. And how many times have I said it? The men in the mainstream media are toxic feminists as well. Okay, and this is from Slate. Slate is one of the most feminist, anti-male ones out there, and this is horrible. And the only reason I know that is because while I was screenshotting all this shit, I was like kind of like scanning whatever the dude was saying. Wow. What really happened at the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial? So they're going to tell us, and this is old. This is from June 3rd. Somebody sent me this, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's see what they said. Let's just see what it says. Bro, this is what the headline says is really how this person is talking. What really happened? No, Michael Hobbs. Oh, yeah, Hobbs, you fucking moron. You're telling people what you think happened. We all saw the trial. Michael Hobbs, douchebag from Slate. You don't need to try and come out here and talk so that way women will have sex with you that work in the media. Jeez, what really happened at the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial? Even though I'm a fucking dumbass male feminist. How a washed-up movie star, men's rights activists, and true crime fans duped America. Duped America. You gotta be fucking joking, man. Oh, and I can't believe I missed this. I'm so glad that we barely found this now and that she sent it to me. And shout out to her. She doesn't like me saying her name, but shout out to her for sending this to me. On Wednesday, a Virginia jury found Amber Heard liable for defaming her ex-husband, Johnny Depp, and awarded him $10 million. It also found Depp liable for defaming Heard, but awarded her only $2 million. Yeah, that one's not going to stand, so we all know that. Officially, it was the conclusion of a 6-week defamation trial between two celebrities. In reality, it was the culmination, of the largest explosion of, oh my God, and this is a man talking, bro, you sound like a bitch, bro. It was the culmination of the largest explosion of online misogyny since Gamergate. Oh my God. Do you have any idea how badly I just want to go, bah, and just face palm my forehead? Oh my God. It was the culmination of the largest explosion of online misogyny since Gamergate. I can't believe she lost. Shut the fuck up, Michael. Fucking male feminist trash. And a chilling vision of the future of the internet. Oh, you mean that nobody's just gonna believe all women anymore? Is that what it is? Michael Hobbs, you piece of shit male feminist. At the trial, Heard told a plausible evidence backstory of abuse. Oh my God, did you actually watch the fucking thing, man? Look at it, I'm all fucking red. Oh my God, did you actually watch the fucking thing, man? Oh, she testified that she had Depp met in 2009, even though she knew him before. We all know that. While filming the Rum Diary, she was 23, he was 46. So what? They were both dating other people at the time, but flirted on set and bonded over shared passions for books, art, and poetry. No, she found out what he liked, and she pretended to like the same thing. It's called manipulation. Idiots. They eventually split from their respective partners and began dating in 2012. Depp was sober when they first met, but as the relationship deepened, he began drinking again. Oh, so is that where we're going to go with this? You fucking moron. Well, I was going to call him Thomas like that other idiot. No, Michael Hobbs, you fucking moron. Is that where we're going to go with this? You're not even going to bring up Amber Heard being a raging alcoholic, are you, Michael Hobbs, you fucking male feminist trash? Depp was sober when they first met, but as the relationship deepened, he began drinking again. In her testimony, Heard described him disappearing for days at a time, then reappearing as a different person. You mean because she fucked him over every single time, and she would try to force him to escalate fights? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you mean, Michael Hobbs, you male feminist trash? He accused her of whoring herself in Hollywood. Oh. Why did you put it in quotes, bro? Are you trying to say that this woman is not a whoring herself? I was going to say the other word, but I wanted this to be monetized. Are you trying to say that she's not? Bro, if you go, all you have to do is put Amber Heard nude, and it's filled with boobs. It's filled with everything, and it's not even prawn. It's not even like stuff that's XXX, dude. It's literally just photo shoots of Amber Heard with her tits out. You're serious right now? You're putting that in quotations, whoring herself. Bro, she did. Every single thing that woman has been involved in is either about her body or about her looks, because she sure as fuck can't act. Oh my God, in Hollywood, and grilled her about auditioning for roles that involve sex scenes. So she is whoring herself. Why are you, dude? Is this what you're going to do the whole time? Because we barely started. When he didn't get the responses he wanted, she testified that he turned over tables, threw glasses, and punched the wall next to her head. See, and the wall punching next to her head is supposed to be the one where he fucked up his finger. That's supposed to be the one where he fucked up his finger. He punched the wall with the phone. That was her explanation for him fucking up his finger. Ugh. The first time he hit her. Fine. Oh my God. Ugh. She said she thought he was joking. Oh yeah, that was the time where she was like, did you just hit me, Johnny? Are you serious? I think that anyone would know if a person or your spouse that you're married to hits you. People would know that. Fucking idiot. Depp was drunk and maybe on cocaine. You don't know? You're supposedly he was supposed to be some huge coke addict, and you don't know? Oh my God. And Heard asked him what his Wino Forever tattoo said. The letters were muddled and she couldn't make them out. Depp thought she already knew and that her question was a way of mocking him. He slapped her. She laughed, so baffled by his response that she thought it must be an expression of his dark sense. Fine. It's an expression of his dark sense of humor to hit somebody. Okay, even though the hit never happened, but fine. She said he slapped her again and again and again. That's right, she did say that. She was like, multiple times. He did it multiple times, even though I never went to the hospital and I never had any bruises. What a fucking moron. Oh, she fell off the couch as he screamed, "You think you're funny, bitch." He stormed off, then came back, burst into tears, and apologized. I believed it, Heard said on the stand. See, here's the problem. This guy believed her on the stand. So if he saw the trial at all, which apparently I guess he did, but he's literally writing about the fact that he watched the trial, he saw her speak, and he believed her. I don't know what to say. I can't believe that. Oh, I believe there was a line that he wouldn't cross again. Oh, sure. I'm so sure. And you want me to tell you what? That right there, that probably happened the opposite way. She probably hit him, and he thought that, I believe there was a line that she wouldn't cross again, because after she hit him the first time, he loved her so much, he was probably like, okay, yeah, no, she won't do it again. Like, it was just like a one-time thing. No, dude. No. She said he kept his promise for a few months, but the drinking, the paranoia, and the temper slowly returned. Oh, really? The drinking? Okay, well, Amber Heard used to drink bottles of wine. How much money did she spend on that Spanish wine? The paranoia, she cheated 3 times. So I'm pretty sure the paranoia was warranted, and the temper slowly returned. Gee, I wonder why. Cheated 3 times. I wonder who wouldn't have a temper. Honestly, Jesus. Heard testified that screams became shoves, became slaps, became punches. On at least one occasion, she said he sexually... Oh, so now you do believe that? This fucking moron really does believe that. Sexually assaulted her. After he blew up, he would disappear, then return to her sober with a promise and a plan to stay that way. Nobody believes that. You know that, right? Now I know that this is from what month is this from? This is from June. Yeah, this is from June. So we're looking at this 4 months later, or however long it's been. Dude, I know that you can still to this day, Michael Hobbs, male feminist, you can't believe this, right? Like, I know you're not this stupid. I know you're not. The cycle, okay, after he blew up, he would disappear, then return to her sober with a promise and a plan to stay that way. The cycle repeated so many times. Heard had a name for these post-abuse periods, the warm glow. The glow always faded. In May 2014, Heard and Depp flew from Boston to Los Angeles on a private plane. Oh, this is when he supposedly kicked her. Heard was about to film a movie with James Franco, who she cheated with in Johnny Depp's penthouse. On an ongoing source of tension. I wonder fucking why. I wonder fucking why, dude. Oh, an ongoing source of tension in their relationship because she said he was considerably younger than Depp. No, it was because you sucked his Johnny Depp's apartment, and that's probably gonna take. I'm gonna have to edit out that word. It's because you did that in Johnny Depp's penthouse behind his back. You cheated. That's why. He was considerably younger than Depp and had made a pass at her on a previous film. Oh yeah, that's all he did. Okay. Heard had already told her assistant to make sure Depp didn't see the script for the current project because it involved a love scene. Oh, so you're lying to him. You just, good job, Michael. Good job, male feminist Michael Hobbs. You're admitting that she's lying to him. Good job, feminist Michael Hobbs, male feminist. You don't even know what you said, do you? You just proved that she was lying to him. Good job, dumbass. Heard said that Depp arrived to the flight at minimum drunk and possibly on cocaine. Another, again, possibly. Do you not know the person that you're with? You don't know if they have coke on them. You don't know what they're doing. What is this bullshit? According to his text to Paul Bettany, he acted like an angry aggro engine in a fucking blackout, screaming obscenities and insulting any fuck who gets near. According to Heard. Ugh. See, and there's your biggest problem, male feminist Michael Hobbs. According to Heard, you're genuinely believing a fucking proven liar. He accused her of cheating, which we know she did, followed her when she changed seats, slapped her, then kicked her down. So I thought you said she was fucking drunk. How is he able to do all these things if he's wasted out of his mind? It doesn't make any sense. You can't say that somebody is fall down, stupid, drunk, and then say that they have the faculties to be able to be abusive to somebody. You can't do that. That's not how it works. He eventually started howling like an animal and passed out in the bathroom. Fine, then he did. Here is Heard telling the story if you can stomach it. No, we can't stomach it. I had to stomach that shit for 3 weeks, and there was a week in between of break. 2 weeks, technically, and I fucking watched that woman for 6.5 hours a day. And I'm telling you right now, I was traumatized. You know how, like, the Gen Z kids, they say, oh, I have trauma. I have trauma. Okay, well, I got fucking trauma from having to watch her testify. Heard said the airplane explosion became the template for the rest of their relationship. Yeah, I'm so fucking sure. And that nearly every future incident of violence followed a similar pattern. Depp experienced an external stressor. One blow-up followed a meeting where his financial advisors told him he had lost millions. Oh, so you're not supposed to be upset about that. Oh, I get it. Well, the thing is, Amber Heard wouldn't know how to not be upset about losing millions because she doesn't make enough money in order to lose that much. See, I mean, even her net worth right now is barely millions. That's like 2. Okay, so even if she lost money, she would never have ever made enough money to lose millions of dollars, much less be screwed out of millions of dollars. So whether that's true or not, you're going to try and tell me right now that a man lost millions of dollars that he was screwed out of, and he's not supposed to get upset, he's not supposed to feel anything? Fine, male feminist Michael Hobbs. Ugh. Lost millions. Another happened after his mother died. Oh, the same thing. So you're trying to tell me his mom's supposed to die and he's not supposed to get mad? Because that's what we saw. That was the whole thing about the abuse in the cupboards that he was doing in the kitchen. So he's not supposed to be upset that his mom just died and he got stolen millions of dollars out of his account. Okay, so he's not supposed to be upset about any of those things. fine. Fucking idiot. And he abused alcohol and drugs. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares if he abused alcohol and drugs. He accused her of cheating, which we know she did, or nagging, which we know she did, and eventually escalated to shoves, slaps, and worse. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. Afterward, Deb retreated into denial. Her testimony suggested. Again, nearly all of the violence took place when he was drunk or high, often blacked out. So is he blacked out, or is he cognizant enough to beat somebody up? Which one is it? When you use the phrase blacked out, that means you fell asleep. That means you don't remember what you did. Is he blacked out, or is he cognizant enough to be abusive? Which one is it? Choose one, please. And his life was deliberately structured to allow him never to confront the consequences of his addictions. He was literally in... I'm not going to get angry this morning. He was literally in Australia trying to get off of pills. What the fuck are you talking about, male feminist Michael Hobbs? What are you talking about, male feminist Michael Hobbs? Idiot. His checkbook took care of the trashed hotel rooms. His employees soothed his self-bruised ego. Doctors doled out meds to get him through shoots. His celebrity status ensured he never lost work. None of that is literally true. By 2014, Heard said she was the only person in You expect me to believe that? She was the only person in his life who told him the truth about his anger and his drug problem. I'm going to tell you straight up right now, everything we've heard is absolutely inverted. Everything that we have heard about Johnny Depp that she said he did is what she actually did. Because a woman, a narcissist like Amber Heard, their deal is projection. They blame other people for what they do. That's what it is. So, and still, we all know that now. And that's funny that this is in June. We all know now everything that she said he did, she did. Ugh. In his life, who told him the truth about his anger and his drug problem, the lesbian camp counselor. See, that's hilarious. That's not abuse. That's just hilarious. As he once memorably put it, who ruined his fun and reminded him of what he had done on the nights he couldn't remember. Yeah, I'm so sure. He grew increasingly resentful. Well, probably because she cheated on him 3 times, but okay. That she treated him like an addict and an abuser, something his mind would not allow him to accept. Yes, I'm so sure. I'm so sure. Something his mind would not allow him to accept. Oh, his brain would just not allow it. Oh, no, never. No. You fucking moron. Oh my God. His texts to her were apologetic, but his messages to everyone else were unrepentant. I'm out, I'm done. He wrote to his sister after the airplane incident. Well, so you're trying to tell me he told his sister that he was out, he was done after he abused her. Michael, male feminist Hobbs, you're telling me that he was done after he abused her. I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about. He wrote to his sister after the airplane incident, a period when Heard was giving him the silent treatment. Her actions have added more drama than necessary. That's what people call falling off the wagon. It's happened to a lot of my friends. Their wives don't stop calling them. If Depp's behavior was textbook abuser, Heard's was textbook abuse victim. I know you don't believe that, male feminist Michael Hobbs. I know you don't believe that. I know you're just saying that. You can't possibly be this stupid. Oh my God, because I'm thinking you did watch the trial, okay? I know you don't believe that. She tried to fix him, launching increasingly desperate attempts to get him into detox. He was already detoxing. He was detoxing in Australia. She eventually started taking pictures of him passed out in hotel rooms and nightclubs, evidence she could show him the next day to prove that he had a problem. So, okay, fine. So he was passed out. Blacked out? Was it blacked out or passed out? Which one is it? Blacked out, passed out, or are those the same things like pledge and donate? Which one is it? Blacked out, passed out? Okay, because we also know that she abused him so hard that she forced him to stay awake with her. So in other words, he had to be there, sitting there with her to be awake so that way she could feel not insecure because she was the abuser, as we all know. But male feminist Michael Hobbs, he doesn't know that. Oh my God, I loved him, she said on the stand. No, you didn't. You never loved him. You never loved him. But he was also this other thing, and the other thing was awful. Yeah, we all don't believe that. In the final year of the relationship, a sort of learned helplessness took over. I would try to stand up for myself, she said. I would push back. I would push him off of me. Yeah, I'm so sure. I would yell at him and scream at him. Oh, so you would yell. Oh, so good job. Well, thank you for admitting that, but let me guess, it doesn't count because you were doing it back. I would call him ugly names. As their marriage fell apart, Heard testified that Depp became even more reliant on drugs and alcohol, disappearing for longer periods. What? And returning with even more paranoid accusations. Dude, you said he would, Amber Heard, and I don't mean male feminist Michael Hobbs. Amber Heard said that he would get mad and leave, split. She literally said he would split. That was the word. What are you talking about? Paranoid accusations. She cheated 3 times. Heard became increasingly brittle, rolling her eyes at his bizarre denials about his addiction and ignoring his empty promises to get sober. The last straw was a series of escalating incidents in which he vanished for nearly a week. How the fuck is that escalating? Then showed up late and drunk to her 30th birthday party. Do you see? We all know that's not true. We all literally know that's not true. Oh my God. Then blew up at her afterwards. In the middle of their final argument, Heard testified that he threw his phone at her, hitting her in the cheek. We all know that's not true. She filed for divorce the next day and a restraining order the week later. Oh, that's right. With her fucking fake ass. Really, bro? Okay, fine. Heard's story is remarkably unremarkable. Look at that. I'm fucking getting an itch in my eye. I hate this. I'm starting to get allergies or some shit. Every beat of her narrative, the honeymoon period, the relentless escalations, the day 1 apologies followed by day 2 denials, follows well-established patterns of interpersonal violence. No, it doesn't. Heard's narrative also matches nearly all available evidence. No, it doesn't. When the evidence against her, even the evidence against her, what? Heard's narrative also matches nearly all available evidence, even the evidence against her? What the fuck are you talking about, male feminist Michael Hobbs? What are you saying? In 2018, Depp sued the British tabloid The Sun for calling him a wife beater. To defend itself against the UK's notoriously tough libel laws, the tabloid called Heard to provide evidence and lie on the stand to substantiate its claim. She identified 14 incidents. We just read a story yesterday that said it was 12. So which is it? Is it 12 or 14? She identified 14 incidents of violence throughout her 4-year relationship with Depp. I'm not going to go through them one by one. I recommend reading the UK judgment for yourself. Exactly. But I'll give an overview of the types of evidence she presented to support her testimony. Oh, geez. Photos. Of course she presented photos. Heard's injuries at the damage Depp caused to their homes are well documented. What do you mean their homes? Are you trying to tell me you think that Amber Heard paid for anything? Is that what you're saying right there? To their homes. Male feminist Michael Hobbs, are you trying to tell me you believe in your male feminist Michael Hobbs mind that you think Amber Heard paid for anything? Their homes? Dude. Heard took photos of herself in the later stages of the relationship. Yeah, we know. Remember with the fucking arm where it was obviously a circle. With that she hit herself with a tennis ball. Later stages of the relationship, and her injuries appeared in at least one red carpet picture. No, they didn't. Which one? No, they did not. The LA Times report from the day she filed her restraining order notes that she arrived at the courthouse with visible bruises. You mean the acne? Are you talking about the acne? Contemporaneous communications, both Heard's and Deb's texts from their relationship confirm her basic outline of events. Ugh, fine, then they do, you stupid fuck. From the earliest incident of violence, Heard told friends and family about his jealousy because you cheated 3 times, his attacks, which didn't happen, and his denials, which also didn't happen. The UK trial includes a text from Depp's assistant after the private jet blowing up saying, "When I told him he kicked you, he cried." Yeah, I'm so sure. Depp's text also confirmed the outlines of her account. No, they don't. Both trials have featured numerous texts in which Depp admits to becoming a different person when drunk or high. "My illness somehow crept up and grabbed me," he said in a message to Heard. "I, of course, pounded and displayed ugly colors to Amber in a recent journey," read a message to a friend. His sister once texted Depp to say, "Stop drinking, stop coke, stop pills." Yeah, whatever. Witnesses, numerous people saw Heard with bruises, cuts, and missing chunks of hair. Who? What are you talking about? Whatever. Depp staffers testified to the damage he caused to their homes and hotel rooms. Heard's acting coach said she had to schedule a longer... Are you talking about the acting coach that said that she can't cry on demand and that's why she was trying so hard to cry on the stand? Is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about that acting coach? Because she did say that. So let me guess, that didn't happen either. To schedule a longer session with her to help her work through the trauma of the relationship. A makeup artist said she helped cover bruises, even though we all know she didn't. The final alleged abuse incident in which Depp allegedly threw his phone at Heard. He threw his phone, and we've gone over that. An iPhone weighs half a pound, and they said that he threw it like that. He threw something that weighed half a pound and it hit her in the cheek and nothing happened to her. But hey, male feminist Michael Hobbs, you notice how you haven't outlined any hospital stays, any medical attention, anything medically like that? Or have you haven't noticed that, Michael Hobbs, male feminist? Because she never, even for the bottle incident, the sexual assault, even for that, she didn't go to the hospital. So what her is so open, she didn't need medical attention after a bottle went up there? Is that what you're trying to tell me, male feminist Michael Hobbs? Jeez. 2 more friends testified that they saw him acting aggressively towards her on one occasion, and her sister confirmed another. All fucking liars. She also testified in the U.S. trial that Depp once held her dog out the window of a moving car, yet she did that herself when he was drinking. Numerous tapes, numerous audio recordings. Oh, now we're going to get into the audio recordings. Let's see what this stupid fuck says. Presented at the trial as evidence include tacit or explicit acknowledgments by Depp that he exploded in anger at Heard, as well as some of those explosions themselves. In one, she says, "I cry in my bedroom after I dumped you a week prior after you beat the shit out of me." And Depp replies, "I made a huge mistake. I won't do it again." In another, Heard says, "Put your cigarettes out on someone else." And Depp replies, "Shut up, fat ass." Well, in another one, it does say, "Go and tell the world, Johnny. Tell the world you're a victim of domestic violence and see if they believe you." Why didn't you write about that one? Why didn't you write about that one? You want me to bring one out? Because, dude, this is a long-ass article. I don't have time to bring out all these audios. Kind of funny that you only mentioned those 2 things. Because there's a hell of a lot more audios that are damning against her, Michael Phelps, male feminist Michael Hobbs. Video. Heard surreptitiously recorded one of Depp's outbursts. Yeah, I know. We all know. That's supposed to be. And this is the thing. It's not like she recorded him beating the shit out of her. She recorded him breaking and slamming his own property. What the fuck? He doesn't hit her. Oh, thank you. At least you can fucking admit that. And this isn't one of the incidents presented in the UK trial, but it shows his anger and how it interacts with his alcohol consumption. This is a lot of documentation. Heard had more evidence in her favor than the vast majority of abuse victims and the bulk of celebrated, widely accepted Me Too cases. Wow. Call it bias if you want. I should put my phone down and stop reading right there. I can't believe you have the balls to say that, male feminist Michael Hobbs. I really can't. Call it bias if you want. but I simply don't find it difficult to believe that a troubled man with a history of drug problems and violent outbursts, not to mention all the entitlement that comes with being a beloved and wealthy movie star, brought that patterns into his marriage. You sound like a fucking hater. Jeez. So this is the thing. So you're admitting that this whole article is biased because you just said it right there. Call it biased if you want. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to call it biased because this whole fucking thing has been biased. Absolutely. One of the reasons I have gotten so obsessed with this case is the sheer unreality of watching large swaths of the internet and progressive media act as if this narrative is some implausible fairy tale. What? Rather than a story we have seen a million times. Bro, are you... A million times? I don't remember the last time I even heard of anybody getting a divorce and then requesting free Range Rover, multiple penthouses, and to not pay any bills for any of that. Is that what you're talking about, male feminist Michael Hobbs? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about when she cheated on him 3 times in his penthouse? Is that what you're talking about, male feminist Michael Hobbs? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Even if her didn't have an Everest of supporting evidence, even if this was a he said, she said case, which it wasn't, her account should be treated as plausible on its face. I swear. And I want to go back to that. Call it biased if you want. The whole article has been biased. And after that one fucking statement, call it biased if you want, I should have stopped reading this bullshit. Okay, male feminist Michael Hobbs, you're trash, bro. This is all beside the fact that Heard's account of the facts makes sense. So you're admitting that you listened to her, which is the biggest problem of everything. We all saw the trial. Everybody fucking saw it, man. We all saw it. You know that, right? And I think that's one of the things that these journalists don't understand. It's not like they have control of the narrative and nobody else saw it. We all saw what you're talking about. That's why we know you're fucking lying. From the inception of his legal attack on his ex-wife, Deb has claimed that she engaged in a calculated, premeditated, years-long project to destroy his life. She did. A text to a friend after she filed a divorce reads, "That cunt ruined such a fucking cool life we had," which she did for a while. Slightly more politely, but no more convincingly, his legal filing for the Virginia case says her allegations are an elaborate hoax to generate positive publicity for Miss Heard and advance her career, which they are, because, hey, it's very fucking simple. If she would have won this defamation trial, number one, she would have been awarded the $100 million. I think that we can all agree on that. She definitely would have been awarded the $100 million. Okay, and she would definitely have a new acting jobs, probably new modeling jobs, probably come out at the VMAs. Come on, don't give me that bullshit. Depp's account of events doesn't hold up to the slightest scrutiny. You mean because call it a bias if you want? Is that what you're saying, male feminist Michael Hobbs? Heard's first text messages to friends and family alleging abuse were from 2013, 2 years before she even married Depp, much less divorced him. For his narrative to align with the available evidence. Oh, you mean because she told everybody that she was going to do this and she had photos and she had everything ready, time-stamped? Is that what you're talking about, male feminist Michael Hobbs? Is that what you're saying? Heard would have to had convinced her. For his narrative to align with the available evidence, Heard would have had to convince numerous friends, which she did, ex-friends, which she did, professional contacts, which she did, Dr. Dawn Hughes, and neighbors to lie numerous times, which she did. Are you trying to tell me that you don't think any of those fucking people were lying, Michael Hobbs? Oh, that's right, you're fucking biased, so we don't even need to listen to you. And neighbors, okay, all while leaving no trace of her diabolical plan in the form of text or emails. She said she did that. At the most basic level, the accusation that Heard did all this to advance her own career doesn't make sense. And it absolutely does, but we're not going to go into it because you're an idiot. In general, women do not benefit from accusing powerful men of abuse. We already know that's not true. We already know that's not true. More specifically, consider Heard's actions during and following her split from Depp. She filed for divorce in May 2016, then made the abuse allegations and filed for a restraining order shortly afterward. Yeah, and in 2018, she was getting paid $30,000 just to speak. Depp and Heard had no prenup, meaning she would have been entitled to millions. Oh, you're talking about the letter. Oh, well, let's see if he brings up the letter where she asked to have all the money, and she asked to have the Range Rover, and she asked to have the penthouses. Let's see if he brings it up, which I doubt he does. In their divorce, regardless of whether she was abused, she dropped her claim. Nope, he didn't bring it up. Of course he didn't. For ongoing support, and ended up taking significantly less than she was entitled to. As part of the settlement, she withdrew the abuse allegations, signed a non-disclosure agreement, and co-signed a vague anodyne statement. What? That the relationship had been volatile, but there was never an intent of physical or emotional harm. Fine, she did. And then for years, nothing. She made a few oblique What? Excuse me? What do you mean for years, nothing? Whatever. She made a few oblique references to a relationship as part of her advocacy around Me Too, but she never provided any details. I find it difficult to believe. Oh, I find it. Oh, exactly. See, is this a journal entry? Or are you writing for people? Is this a journal? Hold on. Does this say op-ed at the beginning? Hold on. What does this say at the very beginning? Wide angle, turns the color, okay, slate. See, it doesn't say anything about op-ed. Dude, this is your opinion, Michael. Male feminist Michael Hobbs. This is your opinion. You said it yourself. This might be biased. This might whatever. Dude, you said it literally yourself. This is your diary entry about watching the trial. Wow. I find it difficult to believe that Heard spent years fabricating texts and photographs. Well, just because you find it difficult doesn't mean it didn't happen. What are you talking about? Long before #MeToo, by the way, only to get a modest divorce settlement to which she was already entitled, then stay silent for more than a year. Depp's narrative doesn't hold together under its own logic. Heard is smart enough to fake abuse almost as soon as the relationship starts, but so dumb she accidentally revealed her plan in a verbal slip-up on the stand. Yes. Are you fucking kidding me, male feminist Michael Hobbs? Really? Yes. She painted bruises on her face. Yes, but wiped them off before she gets spotted by doormen and paparazzi. Oh my God, dude. She fabricated photos, yes, and manipulates metadata, yes, but doesn't bother making her injury severe enough to be unassailable. So then why didn't he ever get called, done by the cops? Why didn't he ever get arrested? Why, if people see an injury on a woman, they'll want to know where it's from and who gave it to her. So number one, she didn't have any medical records. Okay, male feminist Michael Hobbs. Number two, he never got arrested. Okay, male feminist Michael Hobbs. So number three, then she had a fucking a bruise, supposedly a bruise on her arm that looked like a perfect circle that you could absolutely tell she just got a fucking tennis ball and hit herself with it. Okay, male feminist Michael Hobbs. Do you understand, or you don't get that? You know, and this is from June, so I really hope that you've like changed your mind on this, man, because this is really bad. Heard's actions make no sense as a scheming black widow. As an abuse victim, however, they align internally and with all external evidence. No, they don't. Ugh. So why do so many people refuse to believe her? Whatever. If you're supposed to learn Heard's narrative or the scale of the evidence supporting it, that's because it has played almost no role in the internet free-for-all that has surrounded this case for the past 6 weeks. Regardless of whether you were remotely interested in these people or this trial, your social media feed likely filled up with memes. Now we're going to start blaming social media. Memes, videos, and audio clips implying that Heard had been caught fabricating evidence and committing perjury. What? Gonna keep on going because all that's actually true. These accusations swirled around Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and especially TikTok for the duration of the trial, with almost no pushback from major progressive outlets. Oh my God. Now you're just making up shit. Now you're just making shit up. That's what you're doing, Michael Hobbs, male feminist. And now you're just making shit up. Clips of Heard's testimony became fodder for visual memes and celebrity reenactments. Depp supporters doctored footage to make it look like she took cocaine on the stand. Oh my God. Look, we all said that that's what it looked like, but we all know she wasn't stupid enough to be doing coke on the stand. She was obviously inhaling something to try and make her cry. Oh my God. And spread false rumors that she had plagiarized her testimony. Oh my God. And even her sexual assault allegations, she did. Rihanna. She took Rihanna's story. She took Kate James's story. What the fuck are you talking about? Dozens of YouTubers and Twitch streamers became full-time Amber Heard smear machines. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I sat there for 7 hours a fucking day, and I even had to pay attention to people that didn't even matter in that goddamn trial. So no. Smear machines? No, bro. I got the fucking note. Well, I don't have them anymore. I got the videos and the notes to prove it. You can go fuck yourself with that smear machine shit. I sat there, okay, and it was fucking hell. Reacting to her testimony in real time and sending their followers onto the internet to argue with anyone defending her. God, there's still 13 more. The narrative of Heard as a scheming manipulator was so uncontroversial that brands got involved. In the early days of the trial, Heard's lawyer held up a concealer kit to demonstrate her point that Heard's bruises often weren't visible in photographs because she covered them with makeup. Almost immediately, Depp supporters zoomed in on the image, identified the makeup brand, and started tagging it on Instagram. Yeah, and they debunked it, and you used the brand's official account, then debunked it. Yeah. So now you're saying you don't believe the brand. Now, male feminist Michael Hobbs, you don't believe the brand of the makeup, but you believe her. Okay. Debunked Heard's lawyer, saying the palette only came out in 2017. This meant Perry Mason voice, whatever the fuck that is, that it couldn't have been used to cover up Heard's bruises in her relationship with Depp from 2012 to 2016. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what it means. You see, the thing is, male feminist Michael Hobbs, you're trying to do this thing where, like, you say the truth, but then you say, like what? You think that, like, she covered her bruises? Like, what? You think, like, she was, like, covering them? Like, no. Like, no. Like, you're telling the truth. You're telling what's actually going on. And then you put it in this framing of it's all a joke. Dude, everybody knows you're full of shit. Everybody knows. You know that, right, Michael Hobbs, male feminist? You know that everybody saw the trial. You're not talking to people that are in the dark here. You know that, right, male feminist? Michael Hobbs, excuse me. Except neither Heard nor her lawyer had ever claimed that this specific makeup palette was the one she used to cover her bruises. Fine. It was a prop, something her lawyer's assistant probably grabbed. Okay, no, we're done. No, we're done. No, we're done. Probably grabbed at CVS the night before to serve as a visual aid. Oh. You know, I should have stopped reading after it said I'm probably biased. Okay, that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Remember, the GoFundMe is in the description if you want your sticker on the shirt to sponsor the show. It's in the description. Go ahead and find it. But we will go ahead and see you next time.